All right, got kind of a rainy day today, so let's get this thing going. We're gonna go pick up the rest of the S10 frame today.
Built with soul, not just steel.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are working on taking the S10 frame out for our 37 Chevy project. We got Andrew in the house. We are going to make this thing bare today. We're just gonna freaking cut, strip, whatever we got to do to get the frame out from underneath this thing as quickly as possible. I'm just using my phone, so if the video and microphone quality is poor, we're sorry about that up front, but let's get started. We're getting the ABS lines disconnected because we're not going to be keeping the ABS. So those are the lines that go down to the frame. We've got the radiator loose. We've got hoses cut that are going to be staying with the cab. So we'll be leaving the engine in it. So we're hoping we can just lift this cab straight up over and just kind of cut things as we go. We got the body supported on the lift. We did have to jerry-rig some U-joints earlier to get this thing to be able to get into the shop because this thing, without the airbag, sits so low. We got a bunch of stuff clipped out now. We've got the heater hoses cut, a bunch of the harnesses cut. We're not using any of that factory harness or anything, so we're going to start lifting up the body and see what stretches. Keep going. Oh, we are leaning way forward. We're off the jack. So let's come back down for now. Harness-wise, we're looking good, except for the fog light harnesses. Okay. All right, guys. We are making progress. We had a few lines. We had the slave cylinder line and the e-brake cable that were tying us up and the ground strap. So we are looking good. All right. There you go, guys. We have one frame for the 37 Chevy and one cab going to the junkyard. Help of the forklift. Bam. Got the cab down on the trailer to go to the wrecking yard. I'm gonna get this trailer turned around in this tight spot. But we are going to be keeping the manual transmission 5-speed out of this to bolt to our 383 stroker we have, just because it's already there, and I think it'd be pretty cool to have. And then these 95 S10s are in fact Z-notched, so we'll just cut those welds, we'll cut out the section we need, and we can shorten this frame to fit the 37 that's peeking around over there. Got a guy we know that's got a 4.3 liter boat. His motor's gone bad on his boat, so we'll give him this motor to fix whatever he needs to fix on that. I think this is the NV5 transmission. Now these can't handle a lot of power, but for our little 383 stroker, it's nothing crazy powerful. Probably 350 horsepower, so it'll be good enough, at least for a while, until we do more with it. We got to find some wheels. I'm using some nice wheels back there, some really junky wheels up front, so we're going to have to find some rollers. It's too bad that's a 6-lug, because I just put cheap Amazon tires on those. I may end up, honestly, just drilling the 5-bolt pattern if I can, if there's enough room in those, and putting those on this frame when I go to swap it. All right, this is obviously not going to be a precise measurement. This is just a visual estimate of what the wheelbase is on the 37. Currently, we are sitting at, if I lay this down flat, roughly center, about 112 inches brings us to about center of that wheel, give or take. Again, not going to be accurate. We'll get this thing up on some stands and measure it properly. But now let's go look at the S10 and see what that wheelbase is. All right, on the S10 frame, we are roughly, again, rough estimate. Let's add a little extra. About, let's say 124-ish. Pull this way just a little bit because I know I'm a little past over there. I'd say about 124. So we're about 1 foot, 12 inches, roughly. We'll get it precise, but about 12 inches difference between the wheelbase there and the wheelbase here. Right now, all the suspension is loose, so this could be slightly off, but we have more than enough of the straight frame section to be able to cut and move everything forward. We'll cut off these mounts, but we got the obviously this cross member position will change. We'll get rid of the excuse me. Okay, we'll get rid of the drive line bearing. Hopefully we'll be able to just do a shortened one-piece drive line instead. So, but yeah, it looks like, and then obviously probably the gas tank and stuff will likely just come out. We'll come up with a different gas tank solution, but we got, like I said, more than enough. That's about 12 inches right to about where that is currently. So we got more than enough, even if we want to keep the cross member as just a frame support. You can see the Z-notch, what I'm talking about. You just clear out those welds, and then that frame will slide inside that frame, and then re-weld it. But that's it, you guys. Kind of a short but sweet video. We finally were able to get that cab off, get the car towed over here, and get it all stripped down. So we're excited about that. We have the 383 in the corner of the shop there. We want to get that placed in the frame as soon as possible so we can put our new little parts washer in the corner, because this little fab shop's only about 440 square feet, so we're kind of limited on space. But for now, that's going to be it for this episode of the 37 Chevy. It'll probably be a little while, you guys, before we get on it. We got some customer projects that are getting some headway, videos on those coming soon as well, and we got to get the Jaguar finished up. So for now, learning, building, and sharing the ride. It's JP Street and Performance. Until next time.